Figile. Sesfigile. Batshela sesfigile. 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 Bazuthina abantu. Welcome guys to Bazuthina abantu. What are people gonna say? What are people gonna think? My name is Ulwazi Ngama, all the way from Potchefstroom, KZN. Ngapokotisa. Esikotini sasechileni. I welcome you guys. Thank you for joining me this evening. This evening I'll be talking to Rogan Heyns, 80-minute Heyns, a good friend of mine. I'm just going to wait for him to come on because, yeah, then he'll explain who he is. Hope you guys are having a good start to your week. I hope so. Hey, just Swiggy. Hey, Sobasapas. Hey. Hey. Hi there. How you doing? So a little backstory on Rogues. Met Rogues 2009 at uni. He was basically the guy that got me to play for UKZNMP because he was already playing there. So he said, hey, listen, let's go play in PMB. Start playing in PMB with him. And yeah, rest is history. That's how my university or my rugby kicked off. That's how it kicked off in KZN, simple like that. Went straight from high school, Potchefstroom High, repping Potchefstroom High, UKZN, I was playing there, Westville, I was probably playing in the 3rd or 4th division, then after that, yeah, he took me to Primitive, never looked back, and I'm in Paris right now, I'm here in Paris, so I'm just waiting for him to come on so we can have a bit of a chat. Yeah, Rogan Heyns, where are you? There he is. Hey, Sesfigi. Come on, come on. Sesfigi. Yeah, so there he is.
Yeah, what a mission.
80-minute Heyns. Yeah, 80 minutes indeed. 80 minutes.
Had to keep you waiting.
80 minutes indeed. How you doing, man?
Hey, but it seems like I have to be following you first to be able to add it onto this thing.
Obviously. Oh, so you. Oh, okay. I see you. I've been following you. You're not following me at all.
I am now. I follow you privately.
Man, come on. How you been, bro?
No, I'm good, eh? How are you?
Yeah, I'm surviving. I'm good, man. I'm not gonna lie. Life's been good.
You're looking good over there.
I'm trying, man. I'm trying to live my best life.
Is that a bit of natural light glowing off your skin there, or is it good fluorescent lighting? Because we're in dark here.
Man, we're in summer. So the sun goes down at 10 p.m.
Ish.
10 p.m.
Lovely.
The sun is going down. So I really enjoy summer here. You know, like how it is in Cape Town, but here it's just extreme.
All the time.
All the time, man. Like in summer, but in winter it's opposite. Like round about 4:30, it's already dark, which is horrible.
Yeah, it's dark here in Durbs at 5:30, which is nasty.
You see. So listen, in a few words, for people that don't know who Rogan 80-minute Heyns is, just a few words. Who is Rogan and what does he do? What is he about?
Well, I used to be about the party rugby life at Varsity, but now I'm about biokineticist here in Durban, fixing people and helping oaks who have got injuries and health issues. Took me a while to get my degree, but eventually got there. Hey, Luaz.
Hey, let's not go there. Let's not go there.
It's half the reason I got to hang out with you is because it took so long to finish.
Yeah, man. I was just saying before you got on here that we met 2009, and you were the reason why I actually went and played for UKZN MP, because I didn't know anything about KZN rugby at the time, and you were like, we were going to Ooses. I remember my first. I was because this makes me laugh because I remember at those Ooses, I was the youngest player there. If I look at the pictures, I'm like, oh my word.
You were little then, eh?
I was still little, but I remember you were like, hey, I've got a friend who's in varsity with me. We need to take him with us. And I was like, I was chuffed about
game
that.
On.
That's game on. That's when I learned about UKs and then PMB. Then the road trip started.
Those were epic road trips.
Oh man!
Did we start in the Silver Fox or in the Rooibos Fox? Which one was the one we started in?
The Rooibos came off the Silver Fox because we started in the Silver Fox. Then Pete joined 2010, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Gruno's joined.
And how many oaks did we used to cram into the Silver Fox on the way down?
Man, like seriously, those trips were amazing because you had yourself, myself, Pete, Ricky Bobby. We had Mavro, Cool Cat. We had Collier.
Yes. Yeah, we always used to cram one in the front and then about 4 of us in the back there. And the longest part of the trip was getting from Durban to the pavilion. Always used to take us half an hour and then 20 minutes from the pavilion to Maritzburg.
Yeah, man. But those trips were amazing. I'm not going to lie. I remember Mark still had the dread test. So Mark every single time, I don't know if you remember this, every single time after training, you'd go topless. Then we were driving and he's just going topless. He's like, no. It's time to go home. But he's topless.
Yeah, always. I think Collier is still topless all the time when I see him anyway as well, so nothing's changed.
What do you mean? I haven't seen
Collier. As soon as he can take his shirt off, he takes it off.
I think the last time I saw Collier was at Rovers. That's the last time I saw Collier.
Yeah, I've seen him a couple of times after that. He's now settled down and mature now.
Well, all of you have. All of you have. It's not like he's the only one. All of you have, man. So
maybe not Mavro. Mavro's still living the dream.
I don't know where Kukat is. Is he in
Dubai?
Dubai?
In Dubai. Yeah.
Oh, he's definitely living the dream. Is it Pete who's in Spain or something like that?
Yeah, Pete's in Spain and driving around on yachts and also living the dream. He's also settled down though. He's coming back in October, I think he said, to South Africa.
Yeah.
So that'll be cool. Bear Cubs in Maritzburg. Shano's in Maritzburg. Who else is there?
Are you the only one that's in Durban
those are
right
about
now?
the main.
Oh, you and Mark.
Yeah, me and Collier. We're the only ones living it up in Durbs. Willem, I see Willem, he's around somewhere. Reda, he's also in Durban.
Willem is a model now. Willem is a model and is a fisherman. Yeah.
And he's always modeling on top of his bakkie.
You see, Willem. No, but oh man, those trips we had so many people that started joining the team, and it was so cool. We introducing them to the what do they call it on East Coast Radio?
The love hour, the golden hour, whatever it was. Yeah. Everyone. It always used to start as we used to leave Maritzburg.
And we all knew that we had to tune into that damn love hour.
It's weird how like 5 or 6 hectic rugby oaks, or we thought they were hectic rugby oaks, we're all singing along to the same love song.
We were hectic. We didn't think we were hectic. We were hectic. We were hectic. But it was some of the best.
Hectic at fans meetings, baby.
I wanted to talk to you about that. I'm sure you missed that. I'm sure you missed that because my first Fines meeting that I was introduced to was a shock to the system, which was at Usa's in UJ. As a youngin, I don't think you're supposed to go into Fines meeting like that. I don't know. Maybe you can walk me through that.
Did you first time you got whipped with a belt and first time you had to take one from the boot?
First time you have to take one from the boot, whipped with the belt, and the social, because socials weren't.
Yeah.
Over the years, socials changed, but I kept on telling the people. I remember I bought it back once, and I think we were. Where were we? I think it was 2014. I think we were in Bloom. I bought it back once, where I was like, no, socials is not you having a beer. Yes, you can have a beer, but there has to be cream soda and cane going around.
Certainly, yeah.
Going around. Because I remember the first time I was like, hey, what's with this cream soda and cane? They're like, no, don't worry. You'll see. By the time we go out, you'll be light on your feet.
Ankles fine, shoulders not sore anymore.
Those were the best times, man. That's why I just wanted to go down memory lane with you, man, and tell me some of your best moments that you remember when you're still playing. When you like, I remember that USA tour. You played.
That was that cold one, eh?
Yep.
That
was a cold one where you played 80 minutes every single game because we didn't have a reserve scrum off. And Mark and Shrek were the same because we didn't have reserve props.
Yeah. And at Gravy, and I think was Gravy at that one?
No, Gravy wasn't there.
Is that the next one?
Gravy was the one in Park. When we went to Park. That one was hectic.
Yeah, those horses were more about jawling than doing anything else. I think, hey, remember we used to crack the game, and then straight afterwards it was go time, fines, until someone told us it was bedtime, and then it was a struggle. It was almost like going to Cape Town tens actually. Didn't they shut down the reses though at the time? We get shouted at for singing all the MP songs outside the reses there, and then all the other serious clubs like Marty's used to shout out the window and want to come.
Yeah,
but for being too loud.
It's not like we cared though, because we knew that we'd be going out afterwards.
And we had a lot of cane.
You see, that's one of the things that I enjoyed about USA's, is that USA's for me every year was like, okay, I'm going to have fun. If we win, we win.
Season's done almost. Yeah,
season's done. I'm going to win. I'm going to have fun. If we win, we win. If we don't, we don't. Like, there's USA's that we went to TUT. We drank on the way to CUT. There's USA's where we went to Rhodes. We were drinking on the way. We were on a bus, 2 roads, imagine. So we left Durban around about 3:30 going for 4 a.m. So we were already drinking. We were drinking the whole night. We're like, we're not gonna sleep. We'll carry on.
Who was our coach at the UJ one?
It was Dave.
They tried to. He wouldn't allow us to have a dope on the bus on the way out there.
Yeah.
Didn't he try to get hectic and?
He tried, but.
Yeah, I think we made it to escort.
I know, but for me, that I still think that was a wake up call for me in those USA's, because you guys have been in the system for a minute. Like Shane was the captain, and Shane still is a bit of a
Shane.
Yeah, it's still Shane. So
I don't know. Next time you chat to Shane, ask him about rumblers. He seems to have one like twice a week. He has a rumbler. He's not that good at golf, so he kind of is drinking a shot of rum and a beer twice a week because he keeps losing. He's bad.
I'll definitely talk to him soon, because I need to talk to him about something anyway. But for you, which were the times where you really enjoyed, or do you really remember when we played?
Yes, I think it was after every game, no matter what happened, win, lose. I mean, there's some of those games when you started, we used to get a proper high, or maybe it was just after you started. Before you started, we used to get a proper hiding. But it was Varsity Heyns was always so good. Like that little coming together in the change room after case of beers on the floor, little huddle, and then the singing and the clapping and I love my wives and all those things going on.
I love my wife. That's one thing.
Before having the 2-3 and then getting stuck into. I think that was probably the best thing about it all is the camaraderie and the cheers with the buggers straight after the game. And I'm sure that's probably every varsity oak that's been there will say exactly the same thing. Like, you don't remember too much of the rugby. You got the odd time where.
Here comes Tara.
Tara.
Tara's on it again. Tara, what time is it there? Aren't you supposed to be in bed, bro?
Hey, I think I saw Steve Tara put up a picture of him scoring a try.
When was the last time Tara scored a try?
I'm sure you'll tell us.
Yeah.
See, Stevens is in here. Left leg on your shoulder.
Yeah, definitely. But do you know
what Leski was the second best captain we ever had, behind Bear?
I think so. Definitely. Like for me, playing with Leon never talked. He wasn't like Bear where he would be like talking. He wasn't like Shane will be like talking. Leon just said, okay, I'm gonna play. If you don't wanna follow, get off this wagon. Every time.
Yeah. Do you remember that one Rovers game we played where we were there and we started the game and we were getting hammered by like half time, and Bear came and gave us the inspirational talk. It was the one where Matthew Mackay couldn't feel his legs.
Wasn't the one that I didn't finish? There's 2 Rovers games that I didn't finish actually. Because there's a game
at one stage.
There's a game where I didn't finish where I had a knee injury. I think that's the game.
Maybe it was. Because I think it was the same one. Matt Mackay at halftime was lying on the floor saying he had strapped his knees too tight. He couldn't feel his feet from his knees down.
Yeah.
We had to cut that off, and then all of a sudden he could run again. But we were like miles away, and then all of a sudden Bear gave us an inspirational halftime talk. And next thing, I think we ended up losing by 2 points. Beans probably remember that one. It was one of the most hectic comebacks I'd seen.
No, man, I think
against the Rover.
I think against the Rover, we've had, as UKZN, we've had a couple of encounters which were very, very close. I remember in 2015, we nearly beat them twice, but we just couldn't get over that mountain. We would get there, but we couldn't just get over that mountain. You see?
Yeah.
Which was a bit tough. A game that I remember playing.
Another good one.
I remember the game where we played Jaguars at Jaguars. I was playing second team. I was still trying to be a wing. I don't know what I was doing. But I racked up 6 tries that game. That I remember. And I think that's what put it in my head that you can be a wing. But no, it was bad.
Did you get to celebrate?
Yeah, we celebrated, man. It was good. It was definitely good. Here's Bear. Bear's right here.
There he is.
Yeah. No, man, but we had some good times. And when you stopped, what made you focus more on your profession?
Well, I finished my undergrad with you, well, just before you.
Yeah.
And then I had to do my honors, and I went to Zululand to do my honors. And then I never hung up my boots in Zululand. I tried to play for the Rhinos there, which wasn't as much fun as it did for varsity.
It will never be the same.
Hey, the Rhinos. It was a different crowd up there. But yeah, after that, it was... Yeah, I came back and I thought I'd carry on playing, but then I tore my PCL, my knee ligaments playing touch rugby.
You're not the only one. Trust me, you're not the only one that's had hectic injuries playing touch rugby.
yeah. So flipping did that at the end of my honors year in Zululand, and then just decided to stop from there.
Yeah.
Started, yeah, we went to work and then started doing the medic stuff for Rovers.
So you started out at Rovers before you went to the Sharks?
Well, I was doing my internship at the Sharks, and then so in between that, I was doing the medic stuff at Rovers, running touchline there for all the Oaks there. So I think Santi had already moved across to Rovers. Maybe when I was there. Yeah, the Oaks were playing around at Rovers from varsity while I was being medic.
Yeah, because I also moved. I went there for a stint.
I saw you running around in the once a Rover, always a Rover now, guys.
Well, that's the motto. That's the motto. Once a Rover, always a Rover. You know that. And how was your time with the Sharks?
Yeah, it was cool. So I worked at Sharks Medical. So I saw private patients there, and then I was lucky enough to get a space and work with the junior contracted guys. So all the youngsters, under 19s, under 20s, under 21s coming through, I used to do their rehab for them. So had sections in the day where injured Oaks would come in, and that would be my job to look after them, get them back. So I learned a lot in that high performance setting and got to meet a lot of nice Oaks like Terra, and all the Oaks there. So like Marius Lowe was probably, when I was in my first year as working there, he was one of my first, almost my first injury cases to work on, which was cool.
Would that be like 20, which year?
2014.
Yeah, 2014. That would have been 2014. Or towards
2013 I was an intern. Yeah, no, 2013 I was an intern, 2014, yeah. It was his first contracted year there. So Spool as well came through the next year, Tristan Tedder, all those lighties. It was cool to work with. So good to see them going on further and doing extras and doing good things over there.
Yeah.
Well, over here as well, I suppose. But like Tristan Tedder, I see he's coming back in a little bit, isn't he? I see he's doing something with Skinny, I think. Skinny told me. Skinzy, he was there as well.
Yeah, he was definitely there. I think Tedder's still this side. Up until the end of this.
Yeah, but I think he's coming back for a week or something. Skinsy was saying he's coming in for a holiday or
holiday. Yeah, it's holiday season now. Like all the rugby's finishing this side, and people are coming back home. You see.
Yeah, coming to the cold.
You see, that's another thing. You go from cold, then you leave. Then you're leaving while it's summer. It's not even summer now. It's going to summer.
Still getting there.
It's still getting there. Yeah. And what inspired you to start up your own practice? Because I know that it's always a challenge actually starting something. So what inspired you to
It's scary starting something, eh? Yeah, I think I just ran my time there and was looking for a new challenge. So starting your own thing and being your own boss and running on your own schedules, I think everyone's dream. So got to the point where an opportunity came up, and then with that opportunity grabbed it and went on my own, and it's been great. Miss all the high performance stuff that you got at the junior side there. But then I got to work with a whole lot of young school kids. So most of the first team, second team rugby boys at the schools of Westville and now Northwood, and that's also cool. You get to help develop a few youngsters, and now you see those guys. Like Mambo, who was at Westville last year, now at Sharks. And you get to see those kids now make the step up and go on. It's really cool. So you still get that little scratch the itch of working with some future athletes and helping them develop and get better. So probably best of both worlds now, getting to do that.
Oh, that's perfect, man. And what's the, this is a cliche question because you're a biokineticist. What's the importance of exercise before and after?
Most important, just exercise, move, just keep moving.
Just moving.
And you're going to learn when you start to hit 30 mark, keep moving. How long until you 30?
My man, I'm there. Are
you 30 already?
I'm there. Hey, the time is gone, man. I look young, don't I? I look good, huh?
Yeah, because you're not wearing your glasses tonight.
Yeah. Oh no. You see, that's another thing.
I thought we were going to be twinning. What's happening? I thought we were going to be twinning tonight.
No, the thing is, there's always a reflection when I'm wearing them. You see, there's always a reflection. I remember we used to tease you a lot with that at varsity.
Yeah.
With old Patrick and them. Because we had some good times.
Yeah, you actually
we had some good times with you,
yeah, I was always like 5 years older than you. I still used to run further than you and lift more than you.
Okay, excuse
and push
me.
more than you.
Wait. Stop deceiving the people, Rogan.
Hey?
Stop deceiving the people.
Weren't you like the second hardest man in the world at one stage?
What? What are you talking about? What are you talking about, man?
Maybe third behind Vespa.
No. But Vespa was hard. I'm not gonna lie. I was definitely behind Ves. I was
and
definitely
he run with this little mullet and do this with his mullet when he ran on the field.
Do you remember Ves?
Everybody wants to ride the Vespa.
Listen, Ves used to strap his arm like this. So his arm the whole time would be in this stiff arm position. And
he claimed he could never straighten it,
but he knew what he was doing.
He
knew what he was doing. So, and yeah, it was
and he used to have the biggest head on the planet.
Definitely. How's the farm? Have you been up to the farm lately?
Yeah, it's good. Going well. My butt's back there, and he's running the farm with my mom.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's going well. It's getting busy. They've managed to buy another piece of land and get a few more cows, so still producing milk.
Yeah, man. I remember the first time I went to your house. Then we were leaving, going back to varsity, and you decided to go help a cow deliver a calf. I'm like,
I don't think I decided to. Had to.
Well, hey, we were driving out. Then you just stopped. Then I'm like, why is he running? Oh, okay. Because the cow was lying on his side. Then the next thing, you're pulling his legs. I'm like, this is bizarre. I haven't seen this.
Some say that's the day that you grew up, became a man.
No, man. You can't say that. You can't say that. But I can say this. It was freezing. That's why you should be used to this cold. You're complaining about cold.
I've been in Durban too long. Drops down to like under 15 degrees here, and I'm in a tracksuit pants, hoodie, blanket.
You see what makes me laugh and what warms my heart is that right now everyone is complaining like, oh, it's so cold. Then I check, it's 11 degrees. I'm like, oh, so when I complain about cold, you're like, man up, man, I'm on the minuses.
Yeah, but you've got all the equipment there. We've got nothing. I've got board shorts. That's about the longest thing I have in my cupboard.
Board shorts?
Yeah.
Hey, man, that's another thing that I had to change when I came to Europe, because you know that I was always a shorts and slops person.
You were the only young black guy at varsity who used to wear shorts and
slops. So when I arrived this side, I learned very, very quickly. This is not gonna fly, because it is cold in winter. It's no child's play this side, man. It's no child's play.
Did you arrive there in winter for the first time?
No, I actually arrived in autumn. So 2015, I arrived in autumn in England.
So not so bad.
It wasn't bad, but it quickly changed.
Yeah.
There comes Petey.
Oh, Peter G.
I need to come see Pete. If it's in Spain, he needs to tell me where he is.
He's in Palma.
He's in Palma. I can get
to Palma. You must just shoot across there.
I can shoot across there, man.
He can 100% must go. You should rope him for a rugby game as well.
He can take me on his yacht, since he's a yacht person. You see, he can definitely take me on his yacht. So listen,
it's
man.
Confirmed. You're in. He's just confirmed it. You're in.
I'm in. And it's summer. No.
Actually, France at the moment.
Really? I'm supposed to come
How
down
far is
south
that from
soon.
you?
Hey, Pete, I'm gonna shoot you a message. I'm gonna DM you. Listen, we'll talk on the side. Yeah. So because time is not on our side right now, man. So I'm gonna ask you this question. For a young farmer, a young little Rogan farmer who went to Treverton, who wants to be like you, what kind of advice would you give to a person like that?
Ooh.
Drink a lot of cream soda and cane.
Yeah, do that, but know where to stop. And make sure you make your lectures on a Monday.
Yeah, definitely.
That's probably it.
But on a more serious note, what would you?
No, just pick your path, pick your dream, or pick what you want to do, and then make sure you work to get to it, and make sure you try your hardest at everything. Don't let you'll get little challenges that'll waver you, but as long as if you veer off the path, it's cool, get back on it and keep going. Like, it's never going to be the easiest thing in the world, and whoever says it is easy is probably not doing what they really want to do. So you got to just follow it and keep going and reach for it every time. I suppose that's probably the biggest thing. Don't stop.
Definitely, man. Definitely, man. And hey, listen, congratulations, because I congratulated you, but I'm just congratulating you now in front of everyone on your clinic. I know you've got 2 now. I know it wasn't easy. That I know it wasn't easy. But like you just said, nothing's ever easy. If it's easy, then you're not doing the right thing or not doing it right. You see?
Yeah, for sure. Thanks, man.
So what's next for you now, if you don't mind me asking?
Well, I'm actually moving to Cape Town at the end of the month.
Okay.
Just drop that bomb in front of everyone.
You just boom, right there.
Yeah, I suppose may as well make it public now.
Oh, congratulations! Is it are you opening something else down there? Or
yeah, so I'm starting a practice down there. Yeah, got an opportunity to open a practice in a gym called Velocity.
Okay.
So gonna go and get that open and get going there and try and live the dream in Cape Town. Yeah, it's not great this time of year.
No, but if you're in Cape Town, I remember the last time we were in Cape Town. Cape Town's good. Cape Town can be good.
Do you remember the last time we were in Cape Town?
Yeah, I do.
Weren't you on the bottom of the bus floor on the way home a couple of times?
Hey! I just said I do.
Oh, sorry.
Let's keep it to that. Let's keep it to that. I do.
With Rory Bremner, wasn't Rory Bremner crying in the backseat?
Hey, it was that trip. That trip was something else, man. I remember.
Yeah, I think Vespa saved a lot of us in that trip.
Vespa did save a lot of us.
Yeah, he looked after all of us, I think.
I remember.
Vespa.
And we decided to play in pink jerseys. I don't know why. I don't know whose idea it was.
Yeah. That was the one where Gravy was 8th man, and him and I, in the last game, we had run so much in all the weeks and partied so hard that he broke off at 8th man, and I tried to loop around him for Vicus Benjamina.
Vicus Benjamina.
And neither of us could move very fast. Like, we were like pretty much walking. It didn't work very well. It was the worst thing. It's probably, he always says Gravy was the slowest 8-9-14 on the planet. I think he actually got tackled before he even got to pass me the ball.
That was Ooses though, man. That was Ooses. That's what it was all about. You wake up. I mean, I remember Sky in 2014. Sky went out the night before the last game with Dylan and a couple of other guys, myself included. And I remember because Dylan was sitting there and Sky was doing ridiculous stuff on the field. They lift him up, you'll miss the ball. I'm like, the players actually took him off. The players were like,
hey,
no, go off. We're taking you off now.
For sub.
We're subbing you. And Dylan is like, hey, your teammates have spoken. There's nothing we
Get
can
off.
do. Get off.
Was it that Cape Town one where Kyle McGarvey did his volleyball dive to hit the ball back in after it bounced off the fence? The Oak kicked it out, and he was standing on the touch.
No, that's UJ. That's the first one. That was UJ.
He dived out to try to volleyball it back in after it bounced off the fence.
Oh, man. Oh, I remember that. Oh, and everyone is looking like, what are you doing, bro?
Yeah. And then he argued with the touchy because he couldn't, why it wasn't his ball, why he didn't save it.
And I remember we were playing against UWC. It was a Wednesday game. I remember that. Oh man,
yeah,
we had some jokes, man. We had some characters too.
That's where we walked through the drive-thru at McDonald's. Was that the same one?
That's the same one. That was my first. That was man. We've had some good times. Let me
yeah, we did have a lot of fun.
It's a shame that we can't talk about most of the things that we've done, but yeah, I remember.
Yeah, if we had it all on camera, it would have been problems.
I know. I remember doing that walkthrough on the drive-through in McDonald's, UJ. It was at Melville. It was in Melville. I remember.
Yeah.
Man,
I think you had to talk me out of getting in trouble with the taxi because I opened the boot.
You. Oh, I remember.
Yeah.
Man,
not the smartest moment, eh?
You know that? You know you got us killed. I remember that because you just opened the taxi. I'm like, hey, wait a minute, you can't just do that. And it was at night.
Yeah.
And the worst part is that you speak Zulu when you want to. So you were speaking Zulu, but you were drunk as hell. I'm like, no, guys, relax.
You're not allowed to say that on live television.
We'll keep on a hush. Don't worry. We'll keep on a hush.
But you did do some sweet talking that night.
Man, I had to.
Wasn't that Gav Muir's first one as well? His first also was as well.
He arrived late.
Carl. Yeah.
No, but like
him and Schmitty.
Yeah, Carl Schmidt. But we had a good, like I said, we had a good time, man. We had a good time. And yeah, those are some of the memories that I remember, and I always treasure, because that's where it all began for me.
And you always sit with a couple of cold ones with the same mates, and you laugh about the good times.
You see,
great memories, eh?
You see, now I know how it feels to be like Beans and them when it's at awards meeting, awards ceremony, where they're sitting with the guys that they used to play with, and they're just laughing.
Yeah.
With the guys. But it's all good, man.
Definitely. Yeah. It's always like you say, the cliches when the guys always talk about rugby's the best time of their lives, like playing varsity rugby and all of those stuff. And I'm sure higher honors is also best time of your lives. But yeah, definitely is right, eh?
No, definitely, man, definitely. Man, but
if it wasn't going to hurt so much, I probably would go back.
Go play socially, man. Go play the tens. Do something like that. Cape Town 10.
Nah, bruh. Cape Town 10s is more horrifying than any other rugby you'll play, because you generally are the most unfit you've ever been, and probably the most drunk you'll ever be playing rugby.
But if you think about it, if you play in the social league, don't go to the professional league.
Hey, but I've played in the social league. It's hectic. I play for the Noomzans.
Oh, no, just play 10, man. Distribute. Just distribute. Catch and pass.
Maybe. Ask Bear, if you chat to Bear, ask Bear about the biggest hit he ever had in rugby when we played the 95 World Cup American Old Boys. They're about 70 years old running around the rugby field, and Bear came around the corner with a little pop pass, and he thought he'd run over the soak, and this guy hit him chest high, folded him like a U-bolt, and Bear was frisk, he's still playing rugby, I think, and he thought, this old man's going to get dusted. Next thing, I just heard this, this bear
You're like,
lying
what
on
the
the
hell is
floor.
happening, man?
By this old bully, squared him and cut him in half.
Old Bali must
He'll
have
be sitting on
laughed.
the chart chuckling about that.
Yes.
Yes, he did. It was funny.
He probably got
Yeah.
a massive fine for that. Hey, babe.
Sorry, I lost you there for a second.
No, but no, man, go at it, man. Just have fun. You don't need to play.
If you come back and play tens for the Numzans, I'll join for that one.
I'll definitely at some point I will play tens for the Numzans.
Okay.
I'll definitely.
Well, I'll be manager.
I cool deal. That's a deal. But listen,
It'll be cool.
I because we out of time. I just want to say thank you.
Sorry for being late.
No problem. All I'm gonna say is thank you for actually picking me and taking me to UKZN PMB rugby and the up and down trips. Man, you did a lot for me. A lot of people don't know. A lot of people don't know that Silver Fox. Like
hey, we did miles.
Like my uncle still asks about you till today. Hey,
we used to pick you up at his house.
Yeah, it's like how's your friend? Is he good? Yo, no, he's in Durban. It's good. Everything is fantastic. So yeah, you did a lot. You did a lot, man. So that's why I say.
Remember, we used to on the way home. We used to freewheel from the from that Shongweni off ramp. We used to
student gear.
Student gear.
I remember.
We used to try to get as fast as we could up to that Shongweni off ramp and then slip it into neutral and see how far we could get if we could get to the toll gate.
Yeah, student gear. I remember, man.
Yes, it was fun, eh?
But listen, man, thank you again for coming and just chatting, because we're just chatting and catching up right now.
No, it's good.
It means a lot to me. And congratulations on the Cape Town.
Thanks.
I wish you all the best, and I wish you more clinics.
Hey, I hope you'll come visit us in one of them. Not from injury side, but for a coffee.
I'm a broken person, so I'm definitely coming to visit you at one of them.
All right, sweet.
All right, cool, man. Say
hi. Maybe I can get over to France and visit you.
Yeah,
I will do.
Definitely. When you decide, give me a shout, man.
She's desperate to come to France, so.
You just let me know when you. So she's desperate. So let me know when you actually have booked the tickets, because it seems like you guys are coming to France. So let me know when you're coming to France.
Okay, sweet. Okay. Definitely will do.
Send my greetings to Haley, and yeah, man, have a good one. Have a good week too.
Thanks, you too, bro. Appreciate you having me on here.
Cheers, buddy.
All right, lekker. Cheers,
buddy.
Bye.
Yeah, another just catch up with my mate, Rogan Heyns. And yeah, thank you very much for watching Bazutina Bantu. What are people going to think? What are they going to say? My name is Ulwazi. I'm all the way from Potchefstroom, Puaporotisa. Currently in Paris, living in France. And yeah, thank you. I hope you have a great evening and enjoy the rest of your week. Cheers.